Today we're making button mushroom soup. 120 calories, 5 grams of proteins, 21 carbs and 0 grams of fat. For the macros, just check the spreadsheet that's linked in the description. So we're going to put our oven at 225 degrees Celsius and we're going to take roughly 100 grams of potatoes that we're going to boil, and we're going to place 2 bay leaves in that pot along with some salt. And we're simply going to boil our potato. And then we're going to prep our mushrooms. And all I like to do is just cut off the bottom, then clean them as much as possible. And then divide them in half and cut them in 3 or 4 parts. What we're going to do is we want to create more surface area so that we will get a better roast of the mushrooms in the oven. So, once all of our mushrooms are chopped, we're just gonna add them to a baking sheet, and it's roughly 150 grams of button mushrooms. And as always, I'm using a low-calorie cooking spray here, and I know I haven't counted the calories for that, but I've actually measured it out. And one of those sprays usually is 1 gram, so if you want to add 8 calories, which that is, that's fine by me. I think that's neglectable in my world. After adding some salt and pepper, we're going to place them in the oven, leave them there for 10 minutes. Then we are going to move them around a bit and leave them for 10 more minutes. So, into the oven they go. And same thing, now we're starting to get some good browning on there, so they don't need to be in there for much longer. They're just going to need 5 more minutes and then we'll be done. So, our mushrooms are done. That means our potatoes should be cooked as well, which it is. So, remove the bay leaves. I've also salted this water a bit. So, basically we don't need to drain it. We can use that to our soup, but we're not going to need all of the water. It depends on how thick you want your soup. Just add your potato to your blender and then add some water. And I figured I could actually measure out how much water I would use. So I started off with roughly 1 deciliter or 115 grams. And then that soup became too thick. So I added about a deciliter more. So if you want to add all of your water, if you want the same thickness I got, you could use 2 deciliters of water or 0.2 cups, I think. We're going to add almost all of our mushrooms and we're going to save some for topping later. Then we're just going to put our blender on, run that for 2 to 3 minutes. I remembered I usually add some MSG to that, so roughly 2 grams of MSG. And then just run that until it is as smooth as you like your soup. I don't know if it's that clear, but I thought this was too thick. I wanted a bit more water. I just added the remaining water, and as I said, that was roughly 1 more deciliter. So this is the result. And then we just need to add the mushrooms we saved for our topping. This is it. I think it's a very nice low-calorie snack if you want to eat something without breaking your budget if you're on one. So, thanks for watching and I hope you enjoy.